All right, we will call this Board of Commissioners meeting to order, February 5th, 2026 at 6 p.m. If you'll all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first item is the roll call for the Board of Commissioners. Absent today as far as commissioners go, President Ronald Beitler and Commissioner Maury Robert. And then also listed on our agenda, it says David Broman as our township solicitor, but we have Mark Fisher here today. Item number 4, agenda modifications. There are no agenda modifications. Announcements and presentations. No announcements or presentations. Next we have item number 6, hearings and approval. The first item, Mr. Jones, if you want to bring us up to speed on the approval of a modification of the approved plan for Cove at Millbrook.
I'd be happy to. Thank you, sir. As we discussed at the workshop, the Cove at Millbrook, it was approved back in July of 2024. The stormwater design for this neighborhood relies upon conveyance of water that has been reviewed thoroughly over the several years that it was going through the approval process. And the design basically puts it towards a tributary of the Little Lehigh Creek over in the northwest corner of the site there. After the township approved it, they were still going through their approvals for the LCCD for their stormwater permit. And it was determined as part of that third-party approval and design that they needed to modify some weirs, which are, well, I take that back, level spreaders, which are like weirs. A level spreader basically spreads the water out and makes sure that it isn't too channelized, so it acts just like a weir. Essentially, that requires a waiver from our ordinance because the weirs those level spreaders will encroach 1 to 4 residential lots. Our saldo prohibits BMPs from being located on a individual lot. They're supposed to be on HOA lots, but in this particular case, it's a minor encroachment. It was required as part of a third-party approval, and it is within a stormwater easement that's basically called out on the plan, which will be recorded, which will be maintained by the homeowners association. So this is a minor cleanup matter, but a waiver is necessary for the design to proceed forward as necessary. And I'm happy to answer any other questions. We also have Mr. McAdam, who can talk to the more technical aspects. He has been involved with the review with the applicants in the LCCD.
So yeah, as Nate said, I mean, I had a half-hour presentation prepared, but you stole my thunder. No, kidding aside, this truly is a minor matter. As I explained at the workshop, the applicant and their engineer had to kind of take some extra steps as a result of the County Conservation District effectively telling them they had to abide by regulations and new setback requirements that apparently are not on the books yet. They're pending. So what that did was it pushed these level spreaders out of the open space and up against the rear of these 5 lots. You know, these are extremely minor features, but technically speaking, as I said at the workshop, they are BMPs. So the applicant has come forward requesting a waiver of having BMPs on individual lots, and that's really all this is about. These features they'll be 2 inches exposed above the ground. We don't expect you know, massive amounts of water being stored behind them. I honestly think this is something that you're not necessarily going to even notice. In addition to being in easements, they are also, you know, not going to encroach into the lot portion that the resident could do something with. They're inside the setback, in other words. So really, from a technical standpoint, not really a big deal. And something I wanted to point out that didn't particularly get mentioned at the workshop, but relative to the overall stormwater design, as Nate mentioned, that this is in a conditional no detention district. There is no detention basin. However, the applicant has a riparian buffer planting plan as part of their post-construction stormwater management design, and the combination of plantings, it's pretty much a little over 800, almost 900 new plantings in this open space area. So, you know, it's something that, in combination with the level spreaders, this is not something that I think anybody's going to see. They will be part of the recorded PCSM plan. The responsibility for maintenance will be the HOA. So the township literally has to do nothing other than be amenable to the waiver that's being requested. It'll be a revised approval resolution, and that's it.
Great. Appreciate the explanation. We have our applicants here as well. If you can introduce yourself, and then if you have any comment or additional items that you wanted to add to what's already been said.
Okay. Kate Durso from Fitzpatrick, Lentz and Buba.
And my name is Phil Malich with Justice Homes.
And we don't really have anything else to add. I mean, I think it's rather straightforward. We are in receipt of the draft resolution and have no issues with the language in the resolution either. And I think, you know, Nate and Brian pretty much summed up why we're here. You know, if we knew those regulations were in place when we had first started it, we could have incorporated, but we're so far down the road, and again, the HOA is going to maintain those level spreaders. So
it makes sense. It seems like it's one of those scenarios where this makes sense to make that adaptation. Members of the board, any questions, comments, concerns?
No.
Great. So we do have a resolution prepared, Resolution 2026-03. Would someone like to make a motion for that approval?
A motion.
Is there a second?
A second.
Discussion. Discussion from any member of the public? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have 3 ayes.
thank you.
Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda, 6.2, Resolution 2026-04, appointment of Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator. Mr. Beidle?
Thank you. As discussed at the workshop in depth, the Emergency Management Coordinator, Ms. Ferry, has recommended a gentleman by the name of Jim Trapp to fill the deputy position. That's what's before the board this evening to consider.
All right. Is there a motion for Resolution 2026-04?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Any members of the public have comment, question, concern? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have 3 ayes. All right, next item on the agenda, public comment on non-agenda topics. If anyone has a comment on any items, if they want to come up to the podium. Hearing none? Oh, if you want to come up to the podium. I'm sorry? That would be you now if you have a comment, a public comment, and if you'll just say your name, address, and whatever your appeal is.
Good evening, guys. Justin Catone, 8731 Mountain Road. 5 years ago, I moved in.
Justin, can you move up just a little bit? There you
Better?
Go. Much better.
5 years ago, I moved in, first-time homeowner in the township. I have quite the mess here with trash collection. Where I'd lived before, you get your own trash collector, kind of do your own thing. Lower Macungie Township takes it a bit seriously, I found out. When I moved in, there were no cans there. I just kind of, if I got trash, I took it down to the road to a commercial building in the township. They had a dumpster, and I put it there. After a couple years, I started to get notices. I'd say the last 3 years, I've let it snowball on my own. Now, sheriff pulled down my driveway a couple weeks ago, and I'm seeing how seriously you guys take your trash removal. Long of it short, I'm asking, I don't know if I do this one-on-one with someone or here, I understand trash does have to be collected. You guys, $139 a quarter, I think. I'm fine with that. In the beginning, I had no idea. If I built up trash in the home, I took it somewhere else. The bills started to come. Now there's an attorney. It screwed up my credit. I got a sheriff driving down my driveway like I buried a body in the backyard. Is there any way, and if it can't come to a conclusion tonight, I understand, that you guys could work with me a little bit? Maybe the last 3 years, I play catch up and pay you. You know, I know you have money into this attorney and whatnot, but it's getting a little serious just for trash collection. I haven't been doing anything illegal. It's not being buried in the yard. I'm not burning it. Just kind of looking to backtrack as a first-time homeowner in this township and kind of start from scratch. How would I go about that, and who would I go about that with?
We can address any concerns with trash or the collections process, investigate and research and provide an update to the board at some point. If we are discussing a delinquent account, for me, I don't think the public forum is really the place for that. So I have no problem, reaching out and following up with any resident that would have a concern. We do have a policy that requires all homeowners to maintain trash service. If you're in the public street and on the township's trash collection side, there is a process where residents receive notifications prior to them being forwarded to additional collection measures. There are certain balance limits as well as part of the process with that. So, definitely I can take name and a number and follow up and see where we are and investigate a specific concern as opposed to kind of trying to address that now in a public forum.
Just a question, sorry. What's our notification process when someone acquires a property, moves in?
That's part of the the moving permit, and then as we look to go to the garbage contract where containers are then issued as well. They weren't in the past, but as part of that process, understanding that billing actually transfers during the moving permit process, and then when you close on a residence as well, making sure that there aren't delinquent sewer and trash in that or on that account. So it starts at that point. It also escalates up prior to, and in certain situations, we start to provide notices as accounts are turned over for specific collection. So.
Yeah, and being that I am escrowed, I'll be honest with you, I'm not pointing the finger at anyone, but me, asking for a little slack. I get the green things in the mail. Like, well, my taxes are escrowed, that's nothing important. And I throw it away. I'm just asking someone to, and again, it's not a public deal, if I could sit. Who are you?
I'm Bruce, I'm the township manager.
It'd be great if I could sit down with you and kind of figure something out. Because it's now up to the tune of $2,200. Cops are driving down it's trash, guys.
So I think what I'm hearing is that, Mr. Vital, you'll reach out to him, or he should reach out to you. What would you?
Correct. We'll make sure Ms. Flexer has his contact information. If he signed into the book, it should have his phone number or email. And, I will research the account and then reach out to where we are.
Got it. So, yeah, there'll be some level of communication there to start that, and then, explain your case there. They'd like to research it as well.
I'm not coming up here.
Yeah.
Just want to talk to someone about it, figure it out. My last question being that I do have this from the county courthouse. I had 20 days to file an appeal. There's the time limit with them now. I need to be leaving my house in handcuffs because I didn't pay my trash bill. So could we get together sooner or later?
There should be an attorney listed on the paper. If you got paperwork from the county courthouse, there should be
yes,
attorneys
there is
listed.
an attorney.
It's not my office. It's in a different office. It should be listed there. You should contact them.
Okay, because there are 3 people here saying they want their money. So,
Yeah, contact that attorney. They should be able to talk to you about it.
all right, guys, thank you for your time.
But I would act on that. I would act on that right
The
away.
attorney,
Yes.
not the ones that can put handcuffs on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that just so that that process starts.
All right.
And then at the same time, there'll be communication going on as well.
Can't wait. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you sign in the book?
I didn't want to hold it up. I was going to do it when I left. Yeah, go.
Any other personal appeals? Hearing none. Moving on to item number 8, communications. Any items?
No items this evening.
All right. Item number 9, appointments to various boards, committees, and commissions. Ms. Flexer?
There were 3 terms that expired on the library board that ended January 31st. We solicited applications for over 90 days, and the 3 incumbents were the only 3 that applied. The library board recommends reappointment of Heather Shirk, Jason Rains, and George Dowdy.
And George is currently sitting on another board as well, correct?
He is also appointed to the EAC, the Environmental Advisory Council, and both the library board checked and I checked, and there is no conflict.
Okay, that was what I was curious about. All right. And so the motion would be for all 3 of those people, same time, because their terms expire at the same time.
Correct.
Okay. Is there someone that would like to make that motion?
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Discussion? Hearing none on the board. Anyone from the members of the public? Comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have a 3-0 vote. Item number 10, approval of minutes of the previous meeting. Ms. Flexer again.
I noticed a small correction that was needed to the last minutes to note that Solicitor Fisher was in attendance and Solicitor Bruman was remote. So we respectfully request that the board approve the minutes as amended.
All right, would someone like to make the motion for the approval of the minutes as amended?
Motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion, comments? Anyone from the public? Questions, comments? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
3-0. Next item, approval of transfers, bill list, and payroll. Mr. Beidle?
Thank you. Commissioners, you have before you for consideration this evening the general fund, $480,295.72. The solid waste fund, $424,409.14. The sewer fund, $611,398.72. The capital projects fund, $90,458.42. The open space fund, $531. The open space maintenance fund, $793. The liquid fuels fund, $50,675.02. The payroll, $201,418.54. Developers escrow, $45,421.09. For a total of all funds, $1,905,400.65.
All right, is there a motion to approve the bill list for February 5th?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion and discussion from the public. Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have 3 votes. Item number 12, departmental matters and reports. I guess we'll start with department reports. Engineer first? No, I did it again. I did it again to you. It says engineer here, which is why I always lean to doing that. But I guess it does say engineer's report. Is there an engineer's report? There's none, correct?
I don't want to steal Doug's thunder, but I don't have anything of significance other than to say that our office has been working hand in hand with Doug to put together the respective road programs for this year coming up, the storm sewer lining and replacement projects, as well as all the sanitary sewer work for the year. So
Great.
we're moving along with that. That's it.
Terrific. Thank you. Public Works, if you have.
Thank you, Vice President. Correct what Mr. McAdams saying. We have been working closely with CCAS to set up my road programs and other programs. One quick update, staff has been working with PPL now for over a year about installing lights at Corey Park along the roadway. We finally met with them yesterday, and they put the PA1 call in. So if everything goes well, by springtime, we'll have 26 new lights in Corey Park along the roadway and the parking lots.
So you're saying the access road?
The access road, yes. So it's been a project with staff we've been working on for every year, so it's finally coming together in spring. That's all I have. Any questions?
I have a question. This is just for my own information. In the bills, there's 300 tons of salt to Eastern Salt Company. Is that for snow?
Yes. We have two salt suppliers. One is through the state. It's our CoStar bid. We do a yearly bid. All municipalities bid on that. We also have a second bid through the consortium, which is all the municipalities together around. They go together to get another salt supplier. It's a backup supplier just in case the state does not deliver enough salt, because unfortunately they give salt to the turnpike and turns off first or second. So yes, that's for 300 tons.
And how long does that typically last?
Well, put it this way, the last storm we used approximately about 220 tons of salt. So an average storm, a storm of maybe 2 to 3, let's say 2 to 4 inches of salt in a storm could go up to about 150 ton each time we go out. So all storms very different. Every storm is different. But yes, that 300 ton is for salt.
Also, just thank you to the department for the very rapid snow removal. I heard a lot of township residents very impressed with the speed that the plows were out.
Thank you. I'll pass it on to my staff.
And I know at budget time, you had indicated that we were at a pretty good spot salt-wise. We've had a heavier than usual winter. How is our salt supply?
We are okay right now.
Yeah.
We are fine.
Good to hear. Any other items?
That's all I have.
Solicitor's report.
Thank you. I have nothing to report tonight. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Great. And then Township Manager report.
I have nothing in addition to the workshop that we discussed in detail, unless there's questions.
No questions? All right, other business, unfinished business. Any items that need to be addressed on there? None, correct? Board of Commissioners reports. Next regular board meeting is February 19th, 2026 at 6 p.m. And the next board workshop is February 23rd at 6 p.m. No executive session is needed, correct? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 6:24. Thank you.
Night all.